Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of our La Liga career mode here with Girona. We're returning today off the back of the crazy last episode. So much drama. Saw us unfortunately lose the Copa del Rey final to 10-man Real Madrid, but we did bounce back and make it through to the Champions League semi-finals where we will face the Parisians, Paris Saint-Germain. And of course we had that crazy halfway line goal with UCL Semi-Final. If you haven't seen it, guys, go and check it out. But loads to dive into today. Could be the penultimate episode of the save as we'll play out all 6 of our final La Liga games, including a big trip to the Nou Camp to take on Barcelona. And we'll also have both legs of our Champions League semi-final. First away in Paris and then back home at the Montilivi against Paris Saint-Germain. Loads to dive into. We kick off with a nice home fixture to 15th place Mallorca. Vamos, Girona. Yeah, underway here in Girona. This should be a banker, 15th place Mallorca. But having to rely on the backup brigade, that big first leg against PSG to come in the week. So ideally, I want to keep all my starters fresh for that. But it's a good start, and Julen has to make the stop there. Jarrell will get it away. Yeah, we have that 6-point gap at the top of La Liga still. So we've got a bit of a buffer. We still have to play Barcelona. So there's every chance of that gap could become non-extinct. Oh, Zigankov. I don't even think what I said just made sense. There is a chance that gap could be cut. But, yeah, I'm feeling confident that with 6 games to go, the league is ours to lose. My sole focus is making it to that Champions League final. I just hope we don't have to face Real Madrid if we do get there. Levi, they're backing off him. Let's fly! Oh, off the crossbar. So unlucky from Levi Garcia. Still with Zigankov and Levi. Oh my goodness. Well, we saw potentially the goal of the save in the last one from our keeper Julen Agirrezabala. Levi Garcia going for another spectacular one there. Denied though. And still we lead by just 1. Nice work, and Santiago's offside. Oh, Dougie nicks it back. Surely for 2. Douglas Luiz off the bench just to shore things up in that midfield. And he's got his 2nd goal of the season to secure the victory for Girona. Game over now. Yeah, it's all over here at the Montilivi. Comfortable win for Girona. And exactly what we wanted heading into that midweek clash against PSG. 2 goals, a clean sheet and no injuries most importantly, so our first 11 should be fit and firing for that visit to France. So I just want to see, before we head into this next game against PSG, whether Barcelona managed to match our result. They had a tough game away at Valencia and I think they may have lost it, you know. Yeah, they have. A 1-0 loss, gap extended to 9 at the top with just 5 games to play. I think it really is ours to throw away now. We can focus on this big clash in the Champions League, away from home in Paris as we take on the French powerhouse. Vamos, Girona. Yeah, huge game this in the first leg of the Champions League. I always find PSG really difficult to play. I would have preferred AC Milan, although they're another team that does really well in career mode. But yeah, either Milan or Real Madrid. I think most people will be expecting Real to make it through that other semi-final. So if we are to get past the Parisians, it could be our old rivals Real Madrid waiting for us in the final. I'm feeling pretty nervous about this. Over 2 legs, it's going to take something special to defeat this Paris Saint-Germain team. Luiz does well high up the pitch. Fabian Ruiz, look at the space for Savio. Instead it goes to Dovbyk. It's off the post. So close to taking the lead. Mbappe, we know he's the danger. Oh, brilliant from Mbappe. Oh, it's a brilliant Paris Saint-Germain goal. Mbappe just absolutely toying with me. And it's Ousmane Dembele who finishes it off for PSG. First time they've really been forward, but Mbappe, past Mika, past Mosquera, and the finish from Dembele is so clever. PSG lead. Danger here, Mbappe. Oh, it's brilliant. Shot comes in from range. Maybe had another pass on there, Zaire Emery. Turned away by Yulan relatively comfortably. Corners into Mbappe. Savio doesn't get there. Zaire Emery shoots. And again, Yulan turns it away for the corner. Good spell of pressure this for PSG. Mosquera drills it into Zigankov. Now Dovbyk. Back to Victor Zigankov. Good run by Martinez. Dinked into Dovbyk, who's got there. And Dovbyk! Oh, fantastic chance. This time, Donnarumma in the way. Can we find him from the corner? Garcia looking for him. There he is. Third time's a charm for Artem Dovbyk. Hits the post early on. Denied by Donnarumma. But this time, finds the back of the net. Girona level in Paris. Dembele down the right-hand side. Back to Araujo. Now the Frenchman again. Looking to get away from Fabian Ruiz. Oh, and Gutierrez dispossessed. Not quite back up to match sharpness. Oh, what a finish. Ousmane Dembele drills it low and hard into the far corner. Second of the night for the Frenchman. Yeah, this PSG attack is just so good. And we know that Mbappe is usually the main man. But it's been Ousmane Dembele with the goals tonight. And for me, we've just got to make sure it doesn't get any worse than this. 2-1 deficit heading back to Spain. We're still in the tie. If it becomes 3-1 and the deficit is extended to 2, then we're in big, big trouble. There is the whistle in Paris. And although we trail heading back to Spain, it could have been worse. There was spells after PSG got the second where it looked like they may add a third. But despite the loss, we are still in this tie heading back to the Montalivi. Lots of work to be done, but not out of it yet. So it is time for that clash against Barcelona away at the Nou Camp. Now 9 points clear after their loss to Valencia. If they've got any hope of winning this La Liga title back, they have to beat us here. And even so, there's still a lot of work to be done in the final 4 games after this. I'm more focused on that PSG clash in midweek, but still, vamos, Girona. Yeah, I've made a hell of a lot of changes for this one here with that big clash against PSG to come. So I wouldn't be one bit surprised if we end up on the losing side here. But Levi Garcia, who has a habit of doing this, says, Gaffer, hold that thought. No way are we giving up the title today. I actually think a win might seal it due to the head-to-head record. We'd be 12 points clear with 4 to play, but we've got a better head-to-head record than Barcelona this season. So I think a win here today will seal it, and Levi's put us into an early lead. De Jong down the left-hand side. Barca not really threatened us so far. Balde looking to use his pace. Puts it into Ferran Torres. Balde to De Jong on the edge. Got a foot in there, but still alive. And Yulan makes a good stop. The score still at 1-0, but the corners... Oh, it's brilliantly floated in. Header towards goal, and Yulan has to make the stop again. Oh, what a ball. Frenkie de Jong, huge block by Ladislav. Don't normally include too many defensive highlights, but that's fantastic from the big man. Martin driving through the heart. Now Marlon. Barca desperate for a goal. Through the gap. De Jong denied by Yulan. 6 to play here. Barca haven't really caused too much of a threat from open play. Corner goes short. Martin away from his man. Through the gap to Marlon, who tries to squeeze it in at the near post. Still we play here. Frenkie de Jong. Oh, it's Ivan Martin with the strike, and still we play. Corner for Rafinha to swing in. It's poor, it's headed away. And that will do it. Barcelona can't force a goal, and I'm not sure if we're going to see the celebrations. Doesn't look like it, but I'm fairly confident that that has crowned us champions. 12 points clear of Barcelona, and with a better head-to-head record, They now cannot catch us, unless someone else can that I've not considered, but I think that's it done. Well, we don't seem to be celebrating it. I'm going to sim through to this game against PSG so that everyone else will have played in the league, but I think it's done, unless my maths is really off. So, Atleti are 9 behind, so Real Madrid are 14 behind. They cannot win it. Barcelona 12 behind, but with a worse head-to-head. And, sorry, Atleti are 11 behind, so technically you still have a chance to win it, but it's really all but done. 1 point in our next fixture against Cadiz will confirm it. So, our attention back to the UEFA Champions League, the semi-finals, and wow, look at that. AC Milan have beaten Real Madrid on penalties. So if we can turn this around here, it will be the Italians, AC Milan, waiting for us in the final and not Real Madrid. Come on, we've got a huge chance to win the competition here if we can make it through. Vamos, Girona. Barcola steps away from Porro. Mbappe through the gap. Lovely back heel into Kylian Mbappe. Dispossessed, but Mosquera's giving it back to him. Now Zaire-Emery denied by Yulin. That's a top save. Well, second half underway here. Not really too much to report on in that first half. Yulin made one good stop on Zaire-Emery. But so far, Girona have not really been able to test Donnarumma. Could be a chance here though. Sonse sent through. Sonse! What a finish! The Spaniard back in the team tonight. Back on the score sheet too. Girona strike first, and that is why I said I don't worry too much despite trailing heading back to the second leg. We've got the opening goal, and now we've got the crowd behind us to go on and find the next to take us through. Sonse does brilliantly, opens his body up and bends it past Donnarumma into that far corner. Tails up a little bit now, Girona. Dovbyk, Dougie, back to Dovbyk. Brilliant ball to Savio. He's onside there. And the Brazilian back to Sonse! He's done it again! Oyan Sonse at the double. Girona lead by 2. And we've turned the tie on its head. Oh, what is that, Yulin? Luis Alberto. Mbappe. No, 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 no. Kylian Mbappe is inevitable. You cannot stop this kid. PSG have their goal. 3 apiece on aggregate. Mbappe, so difficult to stop. Mosquera does well though. He is the one man who's been able to deal with Mbappe. Porro. Garcia knocks it on to Zigankov. Comes in field. Look at the space for Savio. Surely this time Savio! Surely this time Girona through to the final. Brilliant run by Victor Zigankov. Opens up the pitch. And as Araujo comes across to deal with Oyan Sonse, it leaves a big gap for the Brazilian. And Donnarumma gets his angle slightly wrong. The finish is easy for Savio as he just opens up that left boot and fires it in. Surely that is going to do it now. Come on, that's got to do it, ref. Yes, there it is. Get in. Girona through to the Champions League final. What a second half. The first half was like a chess match. It was cagey. Nobody wanted to make a move. And in the second, the game just erupted into life. Sonse at the double, but Savio with the winner, with practically the last kick of the game. Paris Saint-Germain falls short once again, but it's Girona heading to the final for the first time, where we will meet AC Milan, buzzing with that win. Wow, that was absolutely crazy. And as we know, Milan were waiting for the winners of our tie in the final. It will be Girona at the beginning of June facing off against AC Milan. But before we get there, we've got 4 games left in La Liga. Atletico Madrid have played and won which means the pressure is back on us. A point against Cadiz in our next game will be enough to see us crowned champions. And also, Artem Dovbyk still chasing down 40 goals. He needs 6 in the final 4. Is he going to make it and become our first player in FC to hit that 40 goal mark? Vamos, Girona. Oh, that's nicely worked. Cadiz looking to spoil the party here. Oh, what a brilliant move, and Cadiz take the lead. Well, how about that? Everyone talking about Girona lifting or clinching the title today, and Cadiz say, no lads, not going to happen. Oh, we pinched it back, and Dovbyk on the weaker right foot, doesn't matter. Goal number 35 for the big man. I think the keeper maybe could have done better, but Girona back on level terms. Tell you what, Cadiz playing some nice stuff in this game. I have struggled at times defensively. Oh, what a goal! Cadiz for the second time go in front here. And yes, we've made some changes, but this is poor from Girona. Well, we've only lost twice all season. And yes, that game against PSG will have taken a lot out of us. And we know that the title is pretty much wrapped up. But if we lose here, I am not going to be happy. We've still got that big Champions League final to come. I don't want to go into it on a run of poor form as Julen comes out to make the stop. Well, just a few minutes to play here. Looks as if we might have to wait for that title after all. Unless Dovbyk... oh, what a block. His man stayed with him fantastically. Wouldn't let him free. Zigankov with the corner. Dovbyk! Get that title on the coach to Girona. Artem Dovbyk with a late goal. And Atletico Madrid, well, they knew it was pretty much over. But it's confirmed now. Shitty celebrations in the top stand here in Cadiz. Zigankov's ball, the vice-captain into Dovbyk. And that will do it. Girona will lift the title with a couple of games still to spare. It's all over. And that's better scenes from the Girona fans. Dovbyk's late goal is enough to secure the championship. Right, we'll play out the final 3 then. Not really too much more to play for now, but of course the main one being Artem Dovbyk going for that 40 goal season. He needs 4 in the final 3, so you best believe we'll be passing him the ball at every opportunity. Vamos, Girona. I think as well in this final run in these last 3 games, the thing I'm most worried about is getting more injuries. I'm just hoping we stay injury free, keeping our key players fit before that clash against Milan, as Dovbyk, well, interesting strike, low and hard, fires it just wide of the post. On another note as well, we were still potentially in with a chance of getting Julen the joint clean sheet record. Oh, Dovbyk, that's class. We could have got him to 26, which is the current record, but now after conceding in that last game against Cadiz, he's unable to. The most he can get is 25. I'm not sure what we got him to last year. I have to go back and check, but 25 would be an incredible record, despite the fact we've conceded more goals this year than we did last year. 2v1 down this side. Oh, what a ball, and we're not going to get the clean sheet today anyway. Our defence has not quite been as strong this year. Dougie through the gap. Dovbyk restores the lead. Goal number 38, I believe now. And Artem Dovbyk is 2 goals away from reaching that illustrious 40 club. Oh, ball through again. It's going to be 2 apiece. My defending has just been so poor today. 2 conceded against Cadiz, and now 2 conceded here against Alaves. Corner for Girona. Garcia looking for Dovbyk, being marshalled by 3, but it doesn't matter. Artem Dovbyk does it again. He scored all of our last 5 goals in the league, and he's now 1 goal of hitting that 40 mark. Come on, one more, Dovbyk. Yeah, all over here. This time we do hold on for the victory. We've not been convincing, but it doesn't really matter. We knew that the title was in the bag, but I wanted to win it. I think this is our final home game, or maybe one more to come after this, but it is the day we will get the trophy presented to us. So we did want to win the game, and of course it's Artem Dovbyk. Who else but the big man? Now up to 39 goals. You know, I said I think in the last episode, potentially the one before that maybe one got to go, and obviously we lost out on the Copa del Rey, but I'd rather have a La Liga and potential Champions League double. We won the Copa del Rey last year. I can win without having it this year. But La Liga for back-to-back seasons will be Girona's, as Alex Garcia lifts the trophy and Girona have managed to retain their La Liga crown. So Tenerife up next, our final away day of the season. Dovbyk one shy of that 40 goal mark. But Tenerife still with lots to play for, trying to keep themselves in the division on their return to the top flight. Vamos, Girona. Tenerife coming forward. Oh my goodness gracious. I just cannot keep the ball out of our net at the moment. My defence has been so poor. And again, we go a goal behind against a team. Well, they are fighting for their lives, but right down the bottom of the table. This has been a terrible run for Girona. Bernabe through the gap. Oh, it's brilliant. Levi just caresses it into the back of the net. One apiece. I fancied we get back into it, but it's just my defence that has been so bad. Suslov dispossessed. Tenerife sniffing blood. Brilliantly worked. What a huge block. And then Porro basically catches the ball. And Girona clear through Bernabe. Now it's Levi. Good ball into Zigankov. Early cross. What a ball. And Bernabe scores, but the flag is up. What a fantastic ball by Viktor Zigankov. And Bernabe just went a fraction too early. Hato into Capaldo. Now Zigankov comes in field. Hato through the gap. Levi, it's 2-1 Girona. Turned it around, and Levi Garcia with another goal, leading the backup brigade. Mr. Reliable. Corner for Girona. Capaldo to take. Into Krejci. There's the third. Game over. Ladislav gets another in what's been a really good goal-scoring season for the big man. Girona, 2 goals to the good, points in the bag. So here we go then, final day of the La Liga season. Not much to play for at all, really. Atletico Madrid are deadlocked in second. Real Madrid and Real Sociedad competing with Barcelona for the Champions League. Valencia deadlocked in 6th. And Villarreal deadlocked in 7th. And as for the bottom of the league, Valladolid and Alaves already relegated. Celta Vigo competing with Tenerife and Espanyol to try and claw themselves out of the relegation zone. For us though, Artem Dovbyk 1 goal away from hitting 40. That's the only thing I'm concerned with. Vamos, Girona. Couto down the line for Victor. Comes in field. I see you, Artem. This is your moment. Dovbyk! There it is! Artem Dovbyk reaches 40. Waiting for that moment. Waiting for that opportunity. And finally it opens up for Dovbyk. Not the best piece of goalkeeping, but bent into that far bottom corner. And Artem Dovbyk, yeah, keeper's got to save that. We've got him there. Artem Dovbyk reaches that 40 goal mark. Santiago into Levi. Look at the run from Capaldo. Back to Levi for 2. And he deserves that as well. Levi Garcia, leader of the backup brigade. Without this man's goals, I don't think we'd have won La Liga this season. Yes, Dovbik's been the main man, but when called upon, Levi has always delivered. Mr. Reliable Levi Garcia doubles the lead, and that will surely do it on the final day. Oh no, don't you dare. Oh, no way he sent him off for that. That's ridiculous. Krejci sent off. I skipped straight past that. Hang on a second. What has the referee sent him off for there? It's a trip, but he's not through on goal, is he? That's very harsh. Yes, he gets away from Mosquera, but look how many players are between him. Mosquera's there, Jarrell's there, Garcia's there. That's very harsh. I can't believe the ref sent him off for that. Well, of course, the red card doesn't really change too much. We still managed to hold on to the victory and the clean sheet. Ladislav probably fuming in the changing room, but it won't make too much of a difference. He'll still be available for the Champions League final. Although he won't be starting that ahead of Mika and Mosquera, our main centre-back partnership. But a nice way to round off the La Liga campaign. And we got Dovbik to 40. So guys, that is where we will leave it for today's episode, as we see confirmation of Dovbik reaching 40 goals. Alex Garcia with 25 assists as well. And Julen does win the Golden Glove with 23 clean sheets. In regards to the league table, we finished 11 clear of Atletico Madrid in the end, and it's 1 point more than the 95 that we got last season. We did concede 3 more goals, but we scored 13 more, of course, with the return of Artem Dovbik. We actually we drew 1 more game than we lost last year. Other than that, we had an identical record. So Girona back-to-back La Liga winners, and Atletico Madrid finishing up in 2nd place. But guys, that will do it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed, and of course we'll be back in the next one for that big Champions League final against AC Milan. I'll catch you for it very soon, guys, and peace.